August. I'd been back in the country 3 months and, quite frankly, wondering why. The weather made me liverish, no exercise to speak of, and talk of the ordinary Englishman made me sick. I'd had enough of restaurants, parties, and race meetings. I'd no pal to go with, which probably explains things, actually. Poppy Binge lost to the Canadian Treasury. Tommy Delarade married off to a blonde heiress in Chicago. Ship's Carruthers, eaten by crocodiles in Limpopo. Leaving me, Richard Hannay, 37 years old, strong in wind and limb, back home, which is not much of a home if you really want to know. Just a dull little rented flat in West 1, Portland Place, actually. And I was bored, no more than bored, tired of the world, and tired of life, frankly. So, I called my broker. He wasn't in. Popped into my club, full of colonial duffers. Drank a scotch and soda, picked up the evening paper, put it back. Full of elections and wars and rumours of wars, and I thought to myself, well, who the hell cares, quite frankly? What does it all mean? What happens to anyone? What happens to me? No one would miss me. I wouldn't miss me. I could quite easily just, yeah. And then I thought to myself, wait a minute. Come on, Hannay. Pull yourself together, man. Find yourself something to do, you bloody fool. Something mindless and trivial, something utterly pointless, something, I know, a West End show. That'll do the trick.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now, with your kind attention, I have the most esteemed privilege of introducing to you one of the most remarkable men ever to have lived, Mr. Memory! Every day, Mr. Memory commits to memory 50 facts from newspapers and from scientific books, from history, from geography. In fact, more facts exist in his brain than is possible to conceive. Thank you. I shall also mention that Mr. Memory has committed to leaving his brain to the British Museum for scientific purposes after he retires. Thank you.
Thank you. I will now place myself in a state of mental readiness for this evening's performance and clear my inner being of all extrinsic and supernumerary material.
Is this seat taken?
Not as far as I know.
Ready for the questions, Mr. Memory?
Quite ready, thank you.
Thank you. Now then, thank you.
Thank you.
Now then, first question, please. Oh, what's that? Who won the cup in 1926? Who won the cup in 1926, Mr. Memory?
Who won the cup in 1926? The Tottenham Hotspurs won the cup in 1926, defeating the Arsenal Gunners by 5-0 in the presence of His Majesty King George V. Am I right, sir?
Quite right, Mr. Memory.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now then, next question, please. Oh yes, what's that? What was Napoleon's horse called? What was Napoleon's horse called, Mr. Memory?
What was Napoleon's horse called? Napoleon's horse was called Bellerophon, what he rode for the final time at Waterloo, June 15th, 1815. Am I right, sir?
Quite right, Mr. Memory.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now then, next question. Oh, what's that? How old's Mae West? How old's Mae West, Mr. Memory?
Well, I know, sir, but I never tell a lady's age.
Very good. Well, now, a serious question.
I say,
Oh, yes, good stuff.
how far is Winnipeg from Montreal?
Ah, a gentleman from Canada. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well then, Mr. Memory, how far is Winnipeg from Montreal?
Winnipeg from Montreal, sir. Winnipeg from Montreal. 1,454 miles. Am I right, sir?
Quite right, old chap.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Right, sir.
Are you all right?
Oh, thank you, yes.
Now then, next question, please.
Good heavens, did you hear that?
Stay calm, Agent, please. Stay calm.
Are you all right?
Oh, yes. Please, may I ask you something?
Yes.
May I come home with you,
What's the
please?
big idea?
Well, I'd like to.
Well, it's a bit difficult at the moment, you see. I've got the decorators in
Please.
and...
You have to.
Well, it's your funeral.
What was the baron's horse called? Winnipeg. What defeated King George V by 5 goals to 0? Am I right, sir?
Very good, Mr. Memory.
Next question, please.
That's enough now, Mr. M.
Beg pardon, sir.
Play, man, play.
I know, sir, but I never tell a lady.
That's Mr. Memory.
Thank you.
Don't get his name now.
Thank you, thank you.
Mr. Memory.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Never can find the switch.
Turn it off quickly.
Oh, sorry.
Scheiße. Blind.
Blind?
Blind. Paul's a blind.
Oh, the blind. Sorry, yes. There we are. There we are. Oh. Ah,
Now's the light, Mr. Honey.
lamp, right. Have a drink, why don't you?
Thank you. And for you?
Ah. Thank you.
Mr. Honey,
How did you know my name?
I saw it in the lobby.
Ah, yes. Hello? There's the telephone.
Don't answer it, please.
Why ever not?
Because I think it is for me. Please don't answer it.
Now look here.
Yes?
Am I allowed to know your name?
You don't want to know my name.
Don't I?
Schmidt.
Schmidt.
Annabella Schmidt.
So what's the story, Annabella Schmidt?
Mr. Honey, may I be very impertinent for a moment and ask for something to eat?
Oh, of course. Would you care for some haddock?
Oh, haddock would be wunderbar.
Yes. Nothing like a spot of haddock. No, now look here. It was you who fired the revolver in the theatre, wasn't it? It wasn't a good show, but it wasn't that bad.
It was a diversion. There were 2 men in the theatre trying to shoot me.
You should be more careful in choosing your gentlemen friends.
No jokes, Mr. Honey,
Beautiful, mysterious woman pursued by gunmen. Sounds like a spy story.
please. That's exactly what it is. Only I prefer the word agent better.
Secret agent, I suppose. For which country?
I have no country.
Born in a balloon, eh?
Mr. Honey, I am being pursued by a very brilliant secret agent of a certain foreign power who is on the point of obtaining highly confidential information vital to your air defense. I tracked 2 of his men down to that music hall, but unfortunately they recognized me.
Ever heard of a thing called persecution mania?
You don't believe me?
No, frankly, I don't.
They are in the street at this moment, beneath your English lamppost. Take a look, why don't you? But be careful. which is not very healthy. It could mean life or death. But if I tell you, then you are involved.
Involved?
Do you wish to be involved?
Tell me.
Very well then. Have you ever heard of the 39 steps?
Oh, what's that? A pun?
Your English humour will not help, Mr. Hannay. These men will stop at nothing, and I am the only person who can stop them. If they are not stopped, it is only a matter of days, maybe hours, before the top secret and highly confidential information is out of the country. And once they have it out of the country, oh, God help us all.
Well, what about the police?
Oh, the police. They would not believe me any more than you did with their boots and their whistles. No, it is up to us, Mr. Hannay. These men act quickly. You don't know how clever their chief is. I know him well. He can look like a dozen different people. He can speak half a dozen languages. But one thing he cannot disguise. This part of his little finger is missing, there. So if ever you should meet a man with no top joint there, be very careful, my friend.
I'll remember that.
Mr. Hannay.
Richard.
Richard?
Yes.
May I stay the night, please?
Of course. You can sleep in my bed if you like.
Oh, thank you.
I'll get a shakedown on the armchair.
As you wish. Oh, and one more thing.
Oh, yes, your haddock.
My haddock? Oh, I had rather lost the taste for haddock. No, I will need
Yes?
a map of Scotland.
Scotland?
There is a man in Scotland whom I must visit next if anything is to be done. An Englishman. He lives in a big house.
A big house.
At a place called Outnashalak.
Pardon?
Outnashalak.
Outnashalak. And the 39,
Bring it to my room.
Certainly.
Good night, Richard.
Good night, Annabella. Annabella? Now, look here, Annabella. You just breeze into my life out of nowhere. You get me all involved, and I've never met anyone like you. And quite frankly, to be quite frank...
Oh, Richard, I am so sorry. So very sorry. Richard, these men, they act quickly. There's nothing they will not do. Now, there is no turning back. Oh, Richard. Just shut up!
Dolly. Altna Shalak. Altna Shalak.
There is a man in Scotland, only a matter of days, perhaps hours, before the secret is out of the country. I tell you, these men will stop at nothing. They act quickly, 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 quickly.
Oh!
Bloody mate, what are you up to? Nearly died of fright.
Could you do with a pound note, brother?
Pound note, what's the catch?
I need your cap and coat.
Oh, cap and coat, what's the game? Get it out.
I need to make a getaway.
Do about it.
Yes!
What you been up to?
All right, look, I'm going to have to trust you. There's been a murder committed on the first floor.
A murder? Murder by who? By you?
No, by those two men over there.
Oh, I see. So now they're waiting good as gold for a copper to come along and arrest
No,
them.
it's true, I tell you. They're spies. Foreigners. They murdered a woman in my flat, and now they're waiting for me.
Oh, come off it. Funny jokes at 5 o'clock in the morning.
All right. I'll tell you the truth. Are you married?
Yeah, but don't rub it in.
Well, I'm not, you see. I'm a bachelor.
Lucky you.
But I've been seeing this married woman on the side.
Naughty.
Point is,
Yeah.
she was having me on.
No.
It was all a setup.
Would you believe
And
it?
you see those two men over there?
I do.
Do you know who they are?
Don't tell me.
One's a brother, the other's a husband.
Oh, blimey, mate. I wouldn't be in your shoes. Here, have me cap. And have me coat.
Oh, thank you. Quick.
There you go.
Oh,
There we go.
there we are. What do you think?
Perfect.
Take a pound note.
Oh, very kind of you. Thank you.
Take two.
Oh, two. God bless you, Gov. God bless you. Here, and leave me pony round the corner. You'll do the same for me one day. Here, hold on. It's out of my coat. Oi! That's my money you just give me. Oi, you. Come back here.
Morning, Mr. Raleigh. How you keeping? Oh, these decorators have made your flat ever so dusty. Oh, what a lovely morning it is this morning. What about this here heat wave? Never seen nothing like it. People drop it like.
prettier than they were 20 years ago.
More free.
Free and easy.
Remember the old-fashioned sort?
All bones, no dead.
My wife! Ha! Hey, look at this now. Our new, streamlined model number 1.
A glory to behold. Anything to go with it?
Look at this little beauty.
Now there's a sight for sore eyes.
You can say that again. The two wonders of the modern world.
Ha! Tell you what. Bring them back when they're filled.
Get it?
Get it?
When they're filled?
When they're filled.
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
That's the spirit.
That's the spirit.
Where are we now?
Oh, Durham, Halifax, Berk-upon-Tweed. Oh. Biscuit.
Much obliged.
Biscuit.
No, thank you.
Suit yourself. Oh, here we are! Edinburgh Town!
That was quick.
Wonder what won the 2 o'clock at Windsor?
I'll get a paper.
I'll go lavatory.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Sorry. Evening paper, please. Thank you.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Oh,
Hello.
hello.
Good Lord!
What?
Been a woman murdered in a fashionable West End flat.
All these sex dramas doesn't appeal to me. What one?
What one was?
The 2 o'clock at Windsor. Oh, careful there.
2 o'clock at Windsor. Bachelor boy.
Good.
At 7 to 4 on.
Not so good.
Anyway, where was we? Oh, yes. Stabbed in the back, she was. Portland Mansions, Portland Place.
By the BBC. Hell of a place to put someone to sleep. What was she like? One of the usual?
Well-dressed woman, about 35. Terrible.
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 The tenant, Richard Hannay, is missing.
You do surprise me.
Approximately 37, dark wavy hair, piercing blue eyes, pencil moustache.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Might I have a look at your paper?
Certainly.
Thank you.
Think I'll off out to the buffet car. Finished? Fancy anything?
No, thanks.
No, thank you.
Right you are.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Oh, good heavens! Place is stiff with police. Oh, evening, Constable. Got a West End murderer yet?
We'll catch him, don't you worry, sir.
That's the spirit.
All aboard for the Highlands! Next stop, the Highlands! Anything suspicious, let us know, sir.
Very well, Constable.
All aboard! All aboard! No, thank you. All aboard! All aboard! Anything suspicious, let us know, sir.
Will do, Constable.
Keep your eyes peeled, won't you, sir?
Will do, Constable.
All aboard! All aboard! Anything suspicious, let us know. Keep your eyes peeled too.
Will do, Constable.
Don't forget, sir.
No, I won't, Constable.
All aboard! All aboard!
Is this the 9:41 to Reading?
Platform 12.
Thank you. All aboard! Let's be having ya! All aboard! All aboard!
Oh, just get on with it!
Thank you!
Excuse me, sorry.
Sorry.
Well, back from the buffet. Listen to this.
What?
The police are searching the train. Every compartment.
Every compartment.
Listen, here's a corker. There was a young man from Nantucket.
Excuse me.
Hope don't mind us talking shop.
No, not at all, no.
We're on the run, you see.
From our wives.
Never go home.
We ride the railways and sell underwear.
That's all we do.
Young man from Nantucket grew a Venus flytrap in a bucket. He said, when it grew, now what do I do? Do I keep it for breeding or...
Excuse me.
He's in a rush.
Excuse me. Sorry to disturb you. Have you seen this man? His name's Richard Honey.
Excuse me, please. Sorry to disturb you. Have you seen this man? His name's Richard Honey.
Excuse me.
Excuse me!
Darling, it's so great to see you.
Somebody's having a 3 lunch in there.
And a 3 pudding too, I wouldn't wonder!
I'm so sorry. I needed to do it. I was desperate. My name is Richard Hannay. They're after me for murder. Oh, I swear I'm innocent. You have to help me. I just have to stay free for the next few days. You see, the safety of this country depends upon it.
Excuse me. Sorry to disturb you. Have you seen this man? His name's Richard Honey.
This is the man you want, Inspector?
We came by just now and saw you both.
You know,
He pushed in here and forced himself upon me. His name is Richard Hannay.
is your name Richard Hannay?
Certainly not.
But this attractive young lady clearly stated... After him, Constable! Youngster! We're on the 4th bridge, sir! I can see that, Constable! Grab him now!
Can I help?
Not right now, miss!
I'll just stand here then.
Good idea, miss! Yes, miss?
What about the communication board?
Good idea, miss!
Shall I pull it?
Best if I do, miss!
Right there.
Putting the communication cord! No! Not the communication! Crikey!
The suspect, Richard Hannay, managed to jump from a train onto the 4th bridge just outside Edinburgh. Police pursued him onto the bridge, but he gave them the slip, hanging from the girders with his bare hands. The suspect is approximately 37 and about 6'1". Although he's clearly dangerous, he's quite good looking actually, with dark wavy hair, piercing blue eyes, and a very attractive pencil moustache. It's not known whether he survived his ordeal, and he's had to call off the search in the gathering darkness.
Hello there.
Can I help you?
I'm looking for work.
What kind of work?
I'm an itinerant labourer.
You'll find nothing in this vicinity.
Are there no big houses around here?
No big houses.
What's that big house?
What big house?
That big house.
Ah, that big house.
Isn't that a big house?
That is a big house.
Then whose is it then?
A professor, I believe. Professor Jordan. An Englishman.
An Englishman? It wouldn't be called, Altnashalak, would it?
It was.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much. I'll try over there then. Cheerio.
You won't tonight.
Won't I?
It's 14 miles, the other side of the loch.
Oh, no, don't worry. I'm sure it'll be all right.
Margaret!
Aye?
Come here! We have a visitor.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
We could stay here if you wanted.
Well, on second thoughts, that'd be very kind. Thank you.
Can you eat the herring?
I could murder half a dozen about now.
Can you sleep in a box bed?
Certainly could.
2 and 6.
Done.
See to the gentleman, and be quick about it.
Your daughter?
My wife.
Well done.
Prepare the herring.
Aye?
I'll see to the coos.
What?
I'll see to the coos.
Right.
Won't you come in?
Oh, I'd love to.
There's your bed.
Thank you.
Could you sleep there, do you think?
I could sleep just about anywhere about now.
Or won't you sit down whilst I go on with our supper?
Oh, thank you. I say,
Yes?
you wouldn't happen to have this evening's paper, would you?
My husband has the paper.
Right, so, been in these parts long?
No, I'm from Liverpool.
Liverpool?
Do you ever see it?
No, I've, never been.
Oh, you should. You should see it on a Saturday night with all the trams and the lights and the cinema palaces and the crowds. It's Saturday night tonight.
Well, I've never been to Liverpool, but I've been to Edinburgh and Montreal and London.
London?
I could tell you all about London over supper if you'd like.
Oh, could you?
Certainly could.
Oh, no, John wouldn't approve of that, I doubt.
John?
My husband.
Ah.
He says it's best not to think of such places and all the wickedness that goes on there.
Well, I could tell you about it now if you'd like.
You could?
What would you like to know?
Is it true that all the ladies paint their toenails?
Oh, some do.
Or put rouge and lipsticks on their faces?
They do, yes.
Do London ladies look beautiful?
They wouldn't if you were beside them.
You ought not to say that.
Oh, not to say what?
I was just telling your wife that I prefer living in the town to the country.
God made the country.
Certainly did.
Supper ready, woman?
Almost.
Then hurry yourself.
Might I have a look at your paper?
Suit yourself. You did not tell me your name.
Oh, Hammond.
Mr. Hammond.
No, Hammond.
Here we are.
Oh, splendid.
I'll say a blessing before we begin.
Good idea.
O most mighty and unforgiving Father, sanctify these bounteous and undeserved mercies to us miserable sinners. Make us bow on bended knee. Make us truly thankful for all thy manifold blessings, and continually turn our loathsome hearts from wickedness, beat our gluttonous thoughts, and lash our lustful desires as with a three-forked flailing stick, pressing our bestial noses to the grindstone, and blinding our eyes to the tawdry beads and baubles of all worldly wicked things. Amen.
Amen.
I just remembered, I forgot to lock the barn. I'll go and lock it.
Right you are.
Oh, hello.
Oh, no, sir, no, I don't mean... Oh, it's the police, Mr. Orham Hammond!
The police?
You must go now while there's still a chance.
Aye, I might have known! Making love behind my back! Get loot! And as for ye!
Not so fast, my friend.
No, go now, it's your only chance of liberty!
Listen here, you've got it all wrong. She's only trying to help me.
Aye, to bring shame and disgrace upon my house!
All right, I'll tell you the truth. I'm wanted by the police.
The police?
They're after me for murder.
Murder? Police? They're right outside.
Don't let them in. Say I'm not here.
Ah!
I'll make it worth your while.
How much?
£5.
In cash?
Will you take a cheque?
Don't be funny with me.
Pay him! I knew I didn't trust him. Listen! I was right, he's double-crossing you! You must go now! Through the window! Not that window!
What window?
The rear window! Oh wait!
What?
Your jacket!
My jacket?
It's terrible light-coloured.
I don't know. It's the latest Harris tweed.
I'm afraid they'll see you on the dark moors. Best take this one.
Well, this is your husband's jacket.
Yeah, his son's a vest. It's so black they'll never see you.
What's this?
Oh, it's him book.
I can sing a hymn if I get frightened.
Oh, don't joke, I beg you.
What will happen to you?
Don't worry about me.
I wish I could take you away from all of this.
No, this is my home.
What's your name?
Margaret.
Thank you, Margaret. I'll never forget you for this.
Get him now!
Ah! There he is! After him!
We are sorry to interrupt this programme of popular Scottish romantic music to set your heart a quiver, to bring you an important news flash. Richard Hannay, wanted in connection with the Portland Place murder, has been spotted on the moors near Loch Crimond. Police have warned he's almost certainly armed and dangerous. Here is his description once again. He's approximately 37 and about 6'1", with dark wavy hair, piercing blue eyes, and of course his very attractive pencil moustache. His time on the moors has actually made him slightly more rugged looking, which makes him look even better looking than he did before. The suspect, Richard Hannay, is currently on foot in inhospitable terrain, and police can assure listeners that they're closing in with specialist squads in fugitive apprehension by foot, road, and by air.
There he is, over there. Which direction is that? North by northwest. North by northwest. Where is the direction? Professor Jordan. Professor Jordan, huh? Where's he going there, I wonder? No idea. He's disappeared again. Oh no. There he is. Shoot, man, shoot. Get him. Devil with him. Penetrable Scottishness. Wait a minute. Oh my God. What? Wait a minute. Oh no. What? Change direction. Change direction. I can't. Oh no.
Yes?
I'm sorry for disturbing you, but I'm looking for a Professor Jordan.
Professor Jordan? I am the Professor's wife, Louisa Jordan.
I do beg your pardon, Mrs. Jordan, but I really must see the Professor. It's really quite important.
May I know your name?
My name is Hammond. Tell him I'm a friend of a Miss Annabella Schmidt.
Miss Annabella Schmidt? Oh, come in if you would, please, Mr. Hammond.
Thank you. Lovely house.
We like it. We're just having some drinks with a few friends to celebrate my daughter Hilary's birthday. Several rather well-to-do acquaintances of my husband's, including the sheriff of the county. Later we'll be organising a shooting party. Perhaps you'd care to join us.
Oh, thank you.
Oh. Well, shall we pop into the party? On second thoughts, if you don't mind waiting in here, Mr. Hammond, I'll fetch my husband directly.
Certainly.
Mr. Hammond, so sorry to have kept you.
That's all right.
So, you're from Annabella Schmidt?
Yes.
Do you have any news?
Well, she's been murdered.
Murdered? Oh dear, yes, of course. The Portland Mansions affair. Quite dreadful. And now the police are after you.
They are, rather.
Well, don't worry about them. I managed to put them off the scent. They'll be far away by now.
Thanks awfully.
Not at all, old chap.
Well, I didn't do it.
Of course you didn't do it, Mr. Hannay. I suppose it's safe to call you by your real name now?
Yes, quite safe.
Jolly good. But tell me, why did you come all the way to Scotland to tell me about it?
Because I believe she was trying to tell you about some secret, top secret, Air Ministry secret. And she was murdered by a foreign agent who was quite interested too.
Really? Well, I'm so glad you told me about it. And risking your own life into the bargain. How can I ever thank you?
But the thing is, Professor, she was looking for something.
Yes.
Something called...
Go on.
The 39 steps. If we can find out what the 39 steps are, then we...
Let me get this quite clear. Oh, I'm so sorry. You must be exhausted. Do take a seat, Mr. Hannay. Better?
Yes, thank you.
So, did she tell you what this foreign agent looked like?
Oh, there wasn't any time. Oh, wait, there was something. The top part of his little finger is missing.
Which little finger?
Well, this one, I think.
You sure it wasn't This one?
Oh no, I don't think that...
Mr. Hannay, I'm afraid I've been guilty of leading you down the garden path. Or should I say up? I never can remember.
Does seem to be the wrong garden, all right.
Yes, I'm afraid it does. Mr. Hannay, you forced me into a very difficult position. You see, I live here as a respectable citizen. My very best friend is the sheriff of the county. You must realize that my whole existence could be jeopardized if it became known that I was not, how shall I say, not what I seem. You see, there's my wife and daughter to think of. But what makes it doubly important that I simply can't let you go is that I'm just about to convey some very vital information out of the country. Oh yes, I've got it all right. I'm afraid poor Annabella would have been far too late. So, it seems there is only one option, Mr. Hannay.
I shall be serving lunch directly, dear. The sheriff has to go at 3. Will Mr. Hammond be staying?
I don't think so, dear. Unless, of course, you decide to join us.
For lunch?
Very good, Mr. Hannay. You see, you're just the kind of man we need. Sharp, intelligent, cold-blooded, ruthless. When the war comes, these will be the exact qualities we need.
War?
Oh yes, we'll have quite a show of it.
Well, what if I don't believe in these qualities?
What other qualities are there?
Well, human qualities.
What human qualities?
Well, loyalty, selflessness, sacrifice, love.
Love? Oh, please, Mr. Hannay. When have you ever loved anyone? It's not in your nature, old sport. Never has been, has it? You have no heart, do you, Hannay? But you know this. So sad, isn't it? No one to love, no one to care for, no home to go to. But there is, you see. There is our home.
Our home?
That is the only place you'll find love, old chum. The only place where you really and truly belong. Oh, we will give you love, Hannay. And in return, you will love us, the master race, on our great unstoppable march, commanded eternally by destiny itself. Well, old sport, what do you say? Will you join us, Hannay?
All right, Professor. If you think I'm suitable material.
Oh, yes, I do, old sport. How unutterably splendid. I will tell Mrs. George.
Oh, sorry, there's just one thing.
Of course, anything.
One little question.
Ask away.
Before I sign up.
Absolutely, mein Liebling.
What exactly is,
Yes.
the 39 steps?
The 39 steps. The 39 steps. So I say it myself. Is my own brilliant idea. The very soul of the enterprise. The very... Wait a minute. You think you can pull the wool? You think you can join us and then...
Master Race! I despise you!
You are as bad as she was, Annabella Schmidt, with her outmoded sentimental notions, her high-minded, democratic-ish, Bovenstreicher drivel! Oh, I thought for a minute you might... But no, you pathetic, pusillanimous, petty-minded!
Oh. Bugger.
The 39 steps? I tell you, Mr. Hannay, you will never, ever know.
Cigarette cases, pocket watches, spectacle holders. But never a hymn book, Mr. Annie. Who'd have thought a hymn book could stop a bullet? Still, I'm not surprised. Some of these hymns, terribly hard to get through. And who'd have thought I was drinking the villain's champagne not half an hour ago?
Right.
Thanks. Tea?
No, thank you.
Aye, suit yourself. And who'd have thought the professor was all along
A spy.
A spy, indeed. Pretty slick sleuthing for an amateur. Sure about the tea?
No, thank you. Now look, Sheriff, I don't mean to rush you, but oughtn't we be taking steps? This is serious, you know. If it wasn't, you wouldn't expect me to put myself in your hands with a murder charge hanging over me.
Never mind the murder charge, Mr. Haney. I'm sure you'll have no trouble convincing Scotland Yard as easily as you convinced me. All I need is a short statement I can forward to the proper authorities. I'm having someone come down from the station now. Biscuit?
No biscuit, thank you.
Fine. Nice Garibaldi.
Oh, look, Sheriff! There really isn't any time. He's already got all the information, and it's absolutely vital to the safety of our air defense.
Indeed I am, Inspector! Do you think I enjoy playing for time with a murderer?
Murderer?
Mr. Harney, you're under arrest for the murder of a woman unknown in Portland Mansions, Portland Place on Tuesday last in London. Sheriff, take her to the county jail.
But you've heard my story, it's true, every word of it.
Listen, Hanny, we're not such imbeciles here in Scotland as some smart Londoner may think. I don't believe your cock and bull story about the professor. Why, he's my best friend in all the district. Get me Professor Jordan.
If the professor didn't shoot me, then whose bullet is this?
Inspector, grab him, man! Oh, ho, ho, ho! You're getting in deep water now, honey. It's getting deeper by the second. Yes? This is the sheriff of the county, and I'll thank you to... Oh, Professor! Just to let you know, sir, we've apprehended the villain, sir. Yes, sir, indeed we have, sir.
Look, I demand that you let me speak to the Foreign Office in London.
Foreign Office in London, really? Inspector, handcuffs, please.
Come along quietly now, please.
Handcuffs going on now, sir.
I don't think so. Where's the door?
Oh, no, sir! Everything's fine, sir! Everything's tickety-boo, sir! Yes, sir! Indeed it is, sir! Ha, 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 ha,
Excuse me, I wonder if you could help me.
With you in a minute.
Oh, yes, of course. Can I help?
No, thank you.
Right, well, as I said, I think you could help me here. I just need to...
If you don't mind.
Yes, sorry.
There we are now.
Right, now, as I was saying, I'm in a bit of a pickle, you see, and I'm afraid that I need you to just...
Oh, hello there.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
You're here at last.
Am I?
We're all here. Mr. Macquarie, he's here. We're all here.
Ah, he's here. Thank the Lord.
Take a seat. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my extreme pleasure to call upon our ever-popular chairman, Mr. Macquarie, to say a few choice words about tonight's illustrious special guest speaker. Mr. Macquarie, if you would please.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's no need for me to tell you about a special guest.
Mr. Macquarie, sir. Speak up, sir.
Speak up?
Speak up, aye.
Speak up, aye? Our special guest speaker's many and remarkable qualities. His brilliant record as a soldier, statesman, pioneer, and poet speaks for itself. He's now one of the foremost figures in the diplomatic and political world of the great city of London, and the perfect gentleman to tell you in no uncertain terms how important it is for this constituency at this crucial by-election that our candidate be returned with an adequate majority. Without further ado, I call upon our illustrious guest speaker, Captain Rob Roy McAllister.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for my hesitation in addressing you, but I entirely failed whilst listening to the chairman's flattering description just now to realize that he was talking about me. Thank you very much. Anyway, when I first journeyed up to Scotland a few days ago, travelling on the Highland Express across the magnificent Forth Bridge. I had no idea that in just a few days' time I'd be addressing an important political meeting. But may I say from the bottom of my heart and with the utmost sincerity how delighted and relieved I am to find myself in your presence at this moment. Do take a seat. I'm just about to get to the best. Oh, good heavens. Hello.
Hello.
Anyway, where was I? Ah, yes, delighted, not to say relieved. For as long as I stand on this platform, I am delivered from the cares and anxieties that are always the lot of a man in my position. Anyway, we are here to discuss. Well, what shall we discuss? I know we can discuss the herring trade, perhaps, or haddock, or the idle rich. Not that I know much about that, because I'm not rich and I've never been idle. Thanks awfully. No, been pretty busy all my life, really. Well, not recently. Recently, I've been in a bit of a slump, actually. Catching myself in the lonely hours, full of damned thoughts and what have you. Well, no, not recently. Recently, in the last few days, the last day, actually. Well, it's all got a bit haywire, frankly. It's not been easy. Damn difficult, really. But the odd thing is, You carry on. It's quite bracing when you do. Really pulls a chap out of himself, if you know what I mean. I mean, there he is, not knowing what's going on, who to trust, where to turn to, whether it'll be worth it at the end of it all. But something, I don't know, stirs the old bones, gets the ticker pumping, and you've no time to think, and your mind's singing and your heart's pounding, and you're meeting people, real people, doing the best they can with the situations the world throws at them, suffering things no man or woman ever ought to suffer. And they carry on. They don't give up. They damn well keep going. And I'll tell you what else they do. They do the best they can for other people too. Whatever problems they've got, they damn well look after each other. Is that such an outmoded, sentimental notion? Well, is it? Is it? Well, now look here. Let's just set ourselves all resolutely to make this a happier place, a good world, a decent world, a world where no nation plots against nation, where no neighbour plots against neighbour, where there's no persecution or hunting down, and where everyone's given a square deal and a sporting chance, and where people try to help and not to hinder, a world in which fear, suspicion and cruelty have been forever banished. So I'm asking you all here tonight, you, and definitely you. Is that the sort of world you want? Because that's the sort of world I want. So come on, let's vote for it. Vote for a new world, a good world, a better world. And above all, vote for Mr. Crocodile. There, that's all I have to say. Thank you.
You want, Inspector?
Where have I heard those words before?
He's the one, miss.
Yes, absolutely, he's the one.
Oh, I suppose you think you've been damn clever, do you?
Officers, kindly tell your prisoner not to insult me, please.
Come along now, sir.
But don't you see I was speaking the truth in that railway carriage? You must have seen I was genuine.
Now we all. Thank you, miss.
Don't mention it. Goodbye,
All right,
officers.
you'll have to listen to me. You have to. There's an enormously important secret
That'll do now.
being taken out of the country by a devilishly brilliant foreign agent. I can't do anything myself because of these damn fool detectives. But if you telephone Scotland Yard immediately and tell them this...
Goodbye, Mr. Hannay.
Beg your pardon, Miss...
Edwards. Pamela Edwards.
Miss Edwards. Actually, we would like you to come too.
Me, whatever for?
To identify the prisoner, miss.
But I've just told you who he is.
Just to the police station, miss.
If you wouldn't mind, miss.
Well, where is the police station?
In Verary, miss.
In Verary? But that's nearly
40 miles.
40 miles!
You keep out of this.
He's to be questioned by the Procurator Fiscal, personally, miss.
Procurator Fiscal personally.
It's essential for public security, miss.
Essential for public security.
That's right, miss.
Well, if it's absolutely necessary.
Thank you very much, miss. Now, you'd like to step into the car, please, miss?
The what?
What?
The car, please, miss.
Hello. I'm Richard, by the way.
I'm not talking to you.
Wait a minute. This is the wrong road. This is the road south. In Verary's north, surely.
There's a bridge fallen down on that road, miss. We'll have to go round.
The man knows the way, miss.
Excuse me, Inspector.
What?
May I see your warrant?
You shut your mouth!
Would you like to have a little bet with me, Pamela? All right. I have it with you then, Sherlock. I'll lay you 100 to 1 on that your procurator fiscal has the top joint of his little finger missing. Ooh. I win.
What are you stopping for?
Damn sheep! Get out of the road!
Well. A whole flock of detectives. We'll have to clear them away. There's nothing else for it.
Not so easy in all this Scottish mist. Look how fast he comes down. Out of nowhere.
Come on, man!
What about him?
What on earth are you doing? Unchain this handcuff!
There you are, miss. Now you're a special constable. As long as you stay, he stays. Come on, clear the road. Get off the road, ye mangy beast!
Away, you bleeding brute!
Well, as long as I go, you go. Come on.
What are you doing? Ow!
Listen here. Do you feel this pistol?
Yes,
Do you want me to shoot you stone dead?
not particularly, no.
Well, then get a move on.
Ow!
They got away!
Where'd they go?
How do I know? But if we don't find them,
What?
our lives won't be worth living.
Oh my God!
Wait!
What?
The car!
Where?
There! Take it!
I'm taking it!
Gotta find them! I just said that! Well, don't say it again! Come on!
Come on.
I can't move, I'm stuck!
Yes, you can.
Ow! Help!
Listen. One more peep out of you, and I'll shoot you first and myself after. I mean it. Now, come on. Right. Over the river. Oh, put it down.
Now I'm in a puddle!
Oh, yes. So you are.
I'm soaked through!
Well, I never said it'd be easy, Pamela, my dear. Oh, smell that heather. Makes you glad to be alive, doesn't it?
Lovely, yes.
Well, come on.
Now I'm stuck to the heather.
Get off. Come on.
But will you stop whistling? Look, I don't know what you're doing all this for. You can't possibly escape. What chance have you got tied to me?
I'd save that question for your husband if I were you.
I don't have a husband.
Oh, well, lucky him. What is that tune? I really can't get out of my head. Right. Over this stile. We seem to be a little stuck.
Is that so?
Hang on.
What?
If you go under, and then I go under. Oh, no, wait. Start again.
Oh, I say, what is the use of all this?
Here we go. Now me.
Oh. And will you stop whistling? Those policemen will get you as soon as it's light, you know, as soon as daybreak dawns.
They're not real policemen.
Oh, really? So when did you figure that out?
You found out yourself. I'd never have known that was the wrong road to Inverary. They're probably taking us to their boss, the chap with the top part of the little finger missing. And God not help either of us if we meet him.
So you're still sticking to your penny novelette spy story?
Listen, there are 20 million women on this island, and I've got to be chained to you. I'll say this one more time. There's a dangerous conspiracy against this island, and we're the only people who can stop it.
Oh, the gallant knight to the rescue.
All right. You're alone, on a desolate moor, in the dark, manacled to a common murderer who stabbed an innocent, defenseless woman and can't wait to get you off his hands. If that's the situation you prefer, then you have it, my dear, and welcome.
I'm not afraid of you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Come on.
Ow! You're horrible! You just don't care, do you? You walk into my life and look at me! I'm cold and I'm wet and I'm miserable and my wrist hurts and I didn't do anything to hurt you. You're utterly horrible and beastly and selfish. You don't care about anything except your pompous, selfish, heartless, horrible self.
Well, that's just the sort of man I am, I'm afraid.
Well, God help your wife, that's all I can say.
Oh, yes, God help her.
Rushing down the glen, wouldn't want to be out alone tonight.
No.
Hello?
Did he hear that?
Ah, hello?
There it goes again. Oh, he poor dear. Look, Willie, it's a young couple come out of the night. Come away in, sir. Come away in. Oh, my dear, the poor young lassie's terrible wet. Oh, my poor wee dear.
Oh, thanks awfully. We had a little accident with our car a few miles back.
Have you no luggage? Have you no luggage?
Have you no luggage?
Oh, yes. Yes, we left it in the car.
In the car, of course. Anyway, welcome to the McGarrigle Hotel. I am Mrs. McGarrigle. This is my husband, Willie McGarrigle.
How do you do? Anyway, we'd like
You can be certain that at the McGarrigle Hotel, a warm McGarrigle welcome awaits you.
Thank you. Anyway,
Isn't that right, Willie?
Ooh, ah.
Marvellous. Anyway, we'd like to say that...
Despite it being off-season.
Yes! Well, we'd like to stay the night if you could accommodate us.
Well, let us see. Well, we have just the one bedroom left with the one bed in it. But you'll not be minding that.
No, quite the reverse, actually.
You were man and wife, I suppose.
Oh, yes.
Yes. I thought you were. If you wouldn't mind registering, please. Willie, the book.
Ah, yes, thank you very much. No. Can't write with my right hand at the moment. I got a bit,
Bruised?
What?
Cranking the car?
Cranking the car. Yes. I tell you what. Why don't you sign for us, my dear? So you get used to writing your new name, the better. Do you remember what it is?
No.
Yes, I do think you do, actually, darling. Mr. and Mrs. Henry Hopkinson. Hollyhocks. Hammersmith. Hampshire. Well done, darling.
There we are.
Yes, no, I think we'll...
Will you be needing your suppers? Will you be needing your suppers?
Will you be needing your supper?
Oh, yes, thank you. God, they're splendid. If you could send us up a large whiskey and soda, a couple of sandwiches, and a glass of milk.
Of course, of course. Ah, the young doves. Would you care to follow me to your room now?
Oh, certainly, darling.
There we are, all ready for it. A fine roaring fire.
Marvellous.
Now, dearie, off with that wet dress of yours, and I'll have it dried in the kitchen.
Oh, no, it'll dry just the same by the fire, but thanks.
No doubt the gentleman will take good care of me. Good night, sir. Good night, madam.
Good night.
Good night.
Look, if you think I'm going to spend the whole night with you in this room, in that...
What else were you going to do?
Let me go!
Come in.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, no, that's quite all right. We were just getting warm by the fire, weren't we, darling?
What?
Weren't we, darling?
Yes.
Darling.
Darling.
I can see that. Anyway, here's your wee sandwiches, your whiskey, and your glass of milk.
Thank you.
Will there be anything else?
No, thank you.
I say please don't go.
Why ever not? Is there anything wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. She just wants to tell you something, that's all. We're a runaway couple.
Oh, I kenned it all the time.
What?
I kenned it all the time.
Anyway, you won't give us away now, will you?
Of course we won't give you away. Your secret's safe with us. You'll nae be disturbed.
Well, come on, tuck in. What do you want? Ham and tomato or ham and tomato?
Ham and tomato.
Right, well I... Oh. There we are. Then I'll have the ham and tomato. Listen, you better get that dress off.
I beg your pardon.
I don't want to be tied to a pneumonia case on top of everything. Take it off, I don't mind.
I shall keep it on, thank you. Actually, I will take my shoes off. And my stockings.
Can I be of assistance?
No, thank you. Hold this.
Here.
Thank you.
Would you like your milk now?
Thank you.
Oh. Warmer now.
Yes, thanks.
Oh, right. Come on.
What are you doing?
Going to bed.
Oh, certainly not. I'm not lying in that bed.
So long as you're tied to me, you lie where I lie. Sorry.
I want you to know that I hate you.
Right.
Oh, ow! And will you stop whistling?
What is that tune? I really can't get out of my head. Wonder when I last heard it. Do you know the last time I slept in a bed was Saturday night? Whenever that was. Even then I only got a couple hours sleep.
What woke you? Dreams? I imagine murderers have terrible dreams.
Oh, I used to. I used to wake up in the middle of the night screaming, thinking the police were after me. See, that's the funny thing. When I first turned to a life of crime, I was very squeamish about it. A most sensitive child.
You do surprise me.
Oh, but I soon got hardened. Before long, I was an out-and-out villain, wanted on 3 continents. Just think, in years to come, you'll be able to take your grandchildren to Madame Two-Swords to point me out.
Which section?
Inveterate, unreformable no-hopers, wedded to a life of crime. That's me, Pamela, my dear. That's the sad story of my life. Poor little orphan boy who never had a chance. Irredeemable, irreclaimable, utterly horrid and beastly. Now get away from me as quickly as you can if I were you. Oh, no, wait, you can't, can you? Oh, well.
Mrs. Jordan, please listen. We had to take the girl as well. Unfortunately not. We lost both her and Hannah, I'm afraid. He'd have told her the whole plot by now. She'll know we're not the real police. Dispose of them both when we find them. Certainly, Mrs. Jordan. Beg your pardon? Does he? Was he? Is he? Certainly, madam. Indeed, madam. Thank you, madam. Good night, madam.
Well, spill the beans.
Professor's got the wind up. He's cleared out already.
Cleared out already.
Thinks it's too dangerous without having that girl on the loose. He's warning the whole 39 steps.
The whole 39 steps? Does he have the, you know?
Certainly does.
Thank God for that.
Oh, and he's collecting our friend from the London Palladium on the way out tonight.
On the way out tonight. Right.
Right. I'll start the car. You check the register.
Right.
Hello, can I help you?
Yes, I was wondering if you might have happened to have had a young couple staying here.
Wondering if we might have happened a young couple staying here? Ach, no, you come to mention it, Tara.
Yes.
But can I take your coat, by the way?
Oh, thanks very much. So, you were saying?
Well, we might have had a young couple staying.
Hey!
Aye.
What are you doing out here?
Well, the gentleman wanted to know.
Standing there in your nightgown for all the world to see. Put your coat on, man, and tidy yourself. Oh, get off into the kitchen, man. And as for ye, whoever ye are, I'll thank you to get out of my house, waking people up at all hours of the night. Have ye no bed to go to?
Oh, yes, mate. Right, mate. Good night.
Oh, good night and thank ye.
And good night.
Oh, nothing to worry about now, dear. Willie,
Ah?
you wouldn't give away a dear young couple, would ye?
Oh, no.
You old foolie. To your bed, Mom. Oh.
Morning.
What's the big idea? How did you get out of these? Why didn't you run away?
Well, I did, but then just as I was leaving, I discovered that you were telling the truth. So I thought I'd stay.
May I ask what earthquake caused your brain to work at last?
2 policemen came here last night, the same ones from the car. I overheard them telephoning and they're not real policemen.
I know they're not policemen. I said they weren't policemen.
Sorry.
So what did they say?
Oh, yes. They said a lot of stuff about, something with a number. 30.
9?
Yes, 39! That's
Steps?
39 steps! How did you know? Someone's going to warn them.
What?
How can you warn steps?
Never mind, go on.
Oh, yes, someone's got the wind up and is... clearing out. Oh, and I know, they're picking someone up from the London Palladium.
London Palladium? London Palladium? Who's there, I wonder? Is that our friend, the professor, the chap with the top part of his little finger missing? Why does he want to go there for? Funny thing for a master spy to do.
I'm sorry. I feel such an awful fool for not having believed you.
That's all right. Well,
Well,
we ought to be
yes.
going, I suppose. Right.
Right.
So which
What?
room are they staying in?
Who?
Those two men.
Who?
Those two men you overheard.
Sorry?
Staying in?
Well, they're not.
What?
They drove off into the night as soon as they telephoned. Rather fast, actually.
Where?
Don't know, sorry. Does it matter?
Does it matter? What do you mean, does it matter? Oh, you button-headed little idiot! What? Why didn't you stop them?
What?
Oh, this is unbelievably appalling.
Button-headed?
Oh my God!
I'm sorry!
Why didn't you stop them, for God's sake?
Because I wanted to see you.
Oh, that was a very stupid thing to do, wasn't it?
Apparently, yes.
So where did they go?
I don't know. The London Palladium, I
The
suppose.
London Palladium, when?
Tonight, on the way out.
On the way out? On the way out of what?
I don't know what.
Oh, well, that's 4 or 5 precious hours wasted.
Well, if they're leaving the country, then that's fine, isn't it? Just leave well alone.
Leave well alone. Leave well alone. I am accused of murder. The only way to clear my name is to expose these spies.
There you go again, you see. Selfish, 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 selfish.
What?
Heartless, beastly, horrible, and selfish.
Oh, well, much more important than that. Much more important than clearing my name. They're about to leave the country with a secret vital to the safety of our air defense.
Well, I'm very, very sorry.
Which show? Matinee or evening?
I don't know.
Oh, well, thanks for your help. Goodbye.
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 And don't expect me to come with you.
I won't.
Good.
Good.
I'm not surprised you're an orphan.
Hello.
Oh, hello there. I thought you'd run off.
You ran off.
I was bloody furious.
Well, I'll go then.
No, stay now, you're here. But no, come, look. I found him.
Who?
The professor.
Oh gosh, where?
Over there, in that box. Do you see him?
Oh yes, but wait a minute. You can't do anything about it.
What?
I've already been to Scotland Yard.
Scotland Yard?
Yes, my uncle's chief commissioner, actually.
Chief Commissioner?
Yes, Uncle Bob.
Uncle Bob?
Yes.
Bob's your uncle?
Yes. Anyway, they've checked, and there's been no top-secret information stolen from the Air Ministry or anything.
But I thought you said you overheard those two men saying the professor's got it.
Well, they've checked, and they're absolutely certain.
The police? What on earth are the police doing here? They didn't follow you here, did they?
Oh no, sorry.
Oh, well then, that's it.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now, with your kind attention, I have the most esteemed privilege of introducing to you one of those remarkable men ever to have lived, Mr. Memory.
Wait, that's it. That's that tune I couldn't get out of my head. Mr. Memory.
Thank you. I will now place myself in a state of mental readiness for this evening's performance and clear my inner being of all extrinsic and supernumerary material.
Wait, I've got it. Of course there's nothing missing. All the information's in Mr. Memory's head. That's why the professor's here tonight, to take Mr. Memory out of the country.
Right then, first question, please. Oh yes, what was that? Who built St. Paul's Cathedral? Who built St. Paul's Cathedral, Mr. Memory?
Who built St. Paul's Cathedral? Sir Christopher Wren built St. Paul's Cathedral. He'd done it
Sorry
in the
to
year...
disturb the show, ladies and gentlemen. Richard Charles Arbuthnot Halley. I'm Detective Chief Inspector Albright, sir. New Scotland Yard, sir. I've come to arrest you on a charge of murder.
But you don't understand, Detective Chief Inspector Albright.
Oh, but I'm afraid I do, miss. Now come along quietly. There's a
All
good
right,
chapter.
all right, Albright.
Innocent, I tell you.
Very well.
I'm so
Very
sorry,
well.
Pamela. There's nothing more we can
Come
do.
along quietly, sir. Hold on, he's escaping. He's escaping. Lock the exits. Close the exits. Lock the exits. Carry on as normal now, please, sir.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir. As I was saying, before being interrupted in my flow, about who built St. Paul's Cathedral, Sir Christopher Wren built St. Paul's Cathedral. He'd done it in the year 1660.
What are the 39 steps?
1660.
What are the 39 steps? Come on, man. Answer up.
The 39 steps, sir?
Yes, Mr. Memory. For the last time. What are the 39 steps?
The 39 Steps is an organisation of spies. They collect information on behalf of the Secret Service of... The Secret Service of...
That's the man you want, Detective Chief Inspector.
I don't think so, honey. No, this is not your story. This is my story. And I decide how it ends. You don't destroy me, honey. And you don't get the girl. No. Oh, no. You lose the girl. You lose the girl and you die of grief. All alone in your dull little rented Portland Place flat. You thought you found love, honey? Really? Afraid not, old sport. You will never find it, you see. Never in all eternity!
Richard!
Ah! Scheiße! Who's killed me? I thought there was only 7 in this cast!
Stay calm, gentlemen, please! Stay calm! Bring on the dancing girl! Please, everyone stay in your seats! Steady on, old chap. There's a good chap.
Just a scratch, Bert. I'll be all right.
Mr. Memory,
Yes, sir?
what was the secret formula you were taking out of the country?
Will it be all right me telling you, sir?
Of course it will, Mr. Memory.
Thank you, sir. It was a big job to learn it, sir. The biggest job I ever had to tackle. And I don't want to throw it all away, sir.
Of course not, old man.
The first feature of the new engine is its greatly increased ratio of compression, represented by R minus L over R to the power of gamma and 9 sequence to the power xy squared, duplicated by 32.71.88 point recurring, reduced by 19 alpha, providing equal cubes of epsilon and serial circumference, aligned to 3 double governor valves, flowing radially to the point of 3 over 65 pi, arranged in series. With concentric rows of blading, alternating with fixed rows on the diaphragms. The longitudinal pressure exerted on the turbine shaft is counterbalanced by a groove piston at the HB end of the shaft. Excess pressure being taken by the adjustable thrust blocks, which locate the rotor to the power of 900 ABH over 7, and seen in end elevation. The axis of the true line of cylinders is an angle of 65 degrees. This device renders the engine completely silent. Am I right, sir?
Quite right, old chap.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad it's off my mind at last, sir.
Well, you're a free man now.
Right.
Save the country too.
Oh, we both did that.
Oh, not really.
Right, well, I better be...
Yes.
Do you want to,
What?
Nothing.
Quite.
Well, I better go.
Yes.
Got the decorators in and,
That
you know.
you do?
Yes. Well, Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So that's it. That's it then. It's a sad story of my life. Richard Hannay. Irredeemable, irreclaimable, unreformable.
Utterly horrid and beastly. Poor little orphan boy never got a chance. This is the man I want, Inspector.
Happy Christmas, darling.
Happy Christmas, darling.
Thank you.